Jack here, Superintendent of Fauquier County Public Schools, with another edition of 100 Question. Just wanted to remind you that there's only 3 more editions of 100 Question this school year. We stopped doing them in May. This hard question actually came from my ACES group, and the ACES group is my teacher and staff advisory group that I meet with once a month. Somebody asked a good question and thought this would be a good way or good vehicle to provide a response. The question was about transgender students, and specifically the question was, do we have a policy in place in terms of dealing with transgender students? And I think this staff member was referring specifically to the use of student use of bathrooms, locker rooms, etc. So the answer I gave is the accurate answer. We do not have a big P policy in place, nor do we have a regulation in place. We have a procedure in place that has been vetted by our school board attorney, and it's a policy or a procedure, I mean, that I'm also comfortable with, and it involves using sort of the unisex bathrooms in the main office or in the nurse's station for these students. And so far, it's been it's been a successful procedure now. And again, we have a handful of transgender students in our school division, and so it's most likely premature. It really is premature to write a whole policy, especially since there's litigation taking place within in a few school divisions around the state, where parents are suing school divisions, etc. And so, on the advice of our attorney, we're gonna hold off on writing a big P policy or regulation until some of the dust settles on some of that litigation, and that just makes sense. And it could be that we don't write a policy or regulation. It could be that we just stick to our procedure, but it's too soon to tell. But I just wanted to make sure folks are aware that we are addressing this issue, and so far so good. Now, having said that, I will also say this: these are our students. We're going to take care of these students. We're responsible for the growth and education of these students, just like we are anyone else, and that's how we're going to treat these kids. You know, one thing about it, public education for sure, and this is coming from someone who worked in both private schools and then much earlier on in my career and then public schools. You know, any student that walks in our door, we're responsible for, and we're going to take care of, and we're going to provide and try to meet their needs. The greatest need being student learning, providing them with a rigorous curriculum and engaging curriculum. And truth be told, with adolescents, and I've worked with adolescents a long time, they are going through difficult times. The growing up process, just generally speaking, it is a difficult time. Adolescents they're not adults, and they go through their struggles, and it's sometimes as adults we have a hard time sort of being able to relate to them. This is coming from a father of two boys. So anyway, long story short, we're gonna take care of these kids. We're gonna teach them just like we teach all of our kids. But we are cognizant of the fact that this issue is out there, and but until we get much clearer direction, either from the judicial piece or even from the state school board, we're going to stick with our procedure as it exists. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and I hope everyone has a great week. Thanks.